Hey there, folks. Point of reference. It's 2:21 p.m. Friday, October 5th, 2018. That's funny. 2:21 numerology, easiest read for me, going right to left. As a matter of fact, now it's 222, 222. Two is the elders. Two is the number of compassion, understanding, most importantly. Excuse me, and things coming together. Here you go. There's your old 222. And that's the triple elders number of understanding. It's very strong information for understanding it. That's what this DNA ICUC is about. DNA ICUC stands for DNA as itself, and then ICUC as Intensive Crank-Up Consultation. The reason why it's called that, number one, you're paying for a personal consultation. It's my information, my understandings. Wisdom is a collection of various understandings that are derived when you absorb knowledge from wherever you get it, wherever we can find it. I see this stuff for myself. I have my own history that I remember. My history is that of creation. I was the first thing ever in a body, and this is my last life. Anyway, so it's a consultation. We talk about things. I'm going to help you understand yourself, certain things going on in your life. I don't tell you when you're getting money or you're meeting a girlfriend. Honestly, I care about things being as best as they possibly can for you, but I don't care about that stuff. I'm not here for that. I'm here to tell you about who you are, what's going on, help you become yourself. Okay? No one in a body has any control over what happens in people's lives other than things you personally do to interact with other people. People's lives are controlled by the other side, and right now it's chaos over there, but at least the original first being male and female, and their servants, the original first angels, they are running your life and controlling everything that happened in it, good and bad, and every little bit of bad. So anyway, what the DNA ICUC is about is, after giving you information, help you understand stuff, while we go through this, there's an energy process, which is where I do energy work on you. I don't put my spirit inside you. Spirit is sentient energy. I use my energy, put it inside you, and I change you. Okay, period. How? Where's the proof in this? One proof is the thousands of people, about 4,000, over 4,000 people that have gone into and done it through actual consultations set up and gone through. There's a few hundred, don't know how many, hundreds, whatever. How many have I done? Over 4,000. I teach at the beginning of the consultation, I help you find your energy. You're going to just I'll help you reach out and feel your own energy shields. So, and you're going to feel it. I'll tell you how and where, and then as you go to feel it, you're going to say, okay, I feel this there, that there, or I see this there, that. The first thing you're going to do is understand who you really are, and that you're something that you never thought you were, something no one would ever let you think you are. Our friends on other planets, almost all of them, go through this when they're 6, 8, 9 years old. It's time for this to happen here. Okay. Now, after we do this, then I'm going to go into you, start doing the energy work, and when I do, after I do a certain stage, you're going to relax, and then you're going to reach and feel the energy again, and you'll find it, you'll feel it, and you'll say, wow, this is incredible. The first thing is, I found my own energy. I found out something about myself I never knew, and now it just grew. And that happens usually, unless I'm in a big hurry, it's going to happen 3 times before the consult is over. And before the end of it, you're not going to be able to, soon after getting going, you're not going to be able to feel your energy shell like here, like this. The first shell coming off of you, it's going to be so far above you that you've got to turn your hands around and feel the energy like this. Your palms and your fingertips is where you feel energy. A lot of people say, receive with the left, give with the right. Forget that. Energy flows both ways out of both your hands, in and out. The left side is closest to the heart, so sometimes it can be more receptive. So that makes you see it. You can receive sensory input more easily because it's closer to the heart. So that might think that you're receiving more. Well, you might be receiving a little more input than the right hand. And the right hand, because it might feel not quite as strong or colder, but they're really about the same. It's just that the heart's right there, feeling so much is feeding back into your hand. Then people would think that that's, for pushing away giving. But the energy flows up and down through your body and then out. I'm going to teach you all kinds of stuff, help you understand yourself. But through this energy process, you're going to find out that you found out who you were first, and then you also found out whatever was going on, that you're a lot stronger. Now, a long time ago, there's a gentleman named Martin Parra, was out in Sweden. He's a really cool guy. I know so many. I know all of you, who you really are. I don't mean your name, this life, and what you look like, and if you have a dimple, and what class you might have flunked in the 6th grade or got triple A's, whatever. I don't care about that. I'm not here for that, okay? I'm here for the big stuff. And you becoming who you are and then more, that's big. Most everything is soul. When I take source energy from myself and put it in you, 20% of what I put in you bonds with your spirit forever. You're no longer soul. If you have a spicy tamale, it's called a hot tamale. Using that simple base reasoning, then you would be source soul. Soul, but with source in it. Okay? The key word there is soul, but what you have in you, it changes you. It's not a spice you put on it, it bonds with you. And it changes who you are. You all of a sudden have a certain small amount, but it's still very strong amount of source energy, which has human essence, fey essence, feminine essence, animal essence, plant essence, and then universal essence, which for planets is female, for stars it's male. Now, I'm a little over 97% male, so I don't have a lot of the planetary essence in me, okay? But I also have other energies that you don't find. And then plus unicorn and dragon, very, very strong. It comes from source. It came from myself and my other half, the primary lily. So that's a very big part of what goes into you. Our friends, ETs out in space, they're watching everybody crank up. They're running around your houses. Most of you see it, feel it. You're starting to communicate with them. They get interested in the house and they start beaming in and out. They can keep themselves in a state which is interdimensional. Walk to the house, you'll never see it, and then you feel them. Then all of a sudden they can actually bump into you physically. They'll make themselves solid enough to where it actually hits you. Dan and I have been dealing with them for the longest time. But anyway, let me show you. Martin Parra was out in. He lives around Sweden, Switzerland, somewhere around there. I forgot. But he went to Sweden to have a QEEG done on him, 2 of them. The first one, they hook up it's like a net of wires and sensors, and it goes on your head. And then there's a technician who's got training and very expensive equipment that runs you, that sets it up on you, makes sure the computer's reading everything right, and then puts you through a simple set of tests. Thought processes. Then after that was done, that was the control test. Then after that, the computer was cleared, everything checked out, everything's fine. And then she went ahead and got a baseline, made sure everything was the same. And then I went into his hypothalamus only, to his hypothalamus gland. And there was a point where I went into his push the energy from the hypothalamus towards the pineal a little bit, the pineal field. Book number 3 of the creation series that I've written, it explains how the energy goes all through the body. If you have the time, you want to spend a little bit of money to get what you can't find anywhere else. I don't know, it's over $100 for all 3 books. But they're on Amazon.com. They're in some stores, but not many. Folks, this is new. This is only a couple of years old. And if you're watching this and if you're involved in this, it's for a reason. So anyway, how the energy moves through you and everything else, where it goes, the hypothalamus is basically the nexus of the brain where the spirit energy moves through. Now, this first picture I'm going to show you, the left side, where the clipboard is is just Martin wrote on there his name, and then he wrote me alone. And then the graph on the right side of it says me with J or Arae. Okay. Now take this. You can take a snapshot. Okay. Now if you look up here, right here, look at the amount of lines, blue and red lines you're seeing. Okay. Now the corresponding one on this graph, look at that. That's the difference. Okay, and that's the amplitude asymmetry in a delta. Now, if you look at this, it's also color coded. You can see the different power on it. It's got by the color, it's got a scale. The maximum is the orange over here. And then also you have there's another scale that's in there. Now, these two different, if you go to thespiritualfoundation.com, okay, which apparently you're there if you're already, if you're watching this video from there. At the very top here, this was Martin by himself, okay, and that's delta. What is it? That's the FFT absolute power, and that's the delta, the high beta, okay. And you see that, and then you look at this one over here. Well, there's more blue over here, but these colors over here are pushed towards the front. That's where the vision field and everything is, okay. Now, you might think maybe this has got more action going on. Maybe it was stronger without me. If you read the scale over here, you can do it at the website easier. The scale here is from 4 on the low end to 17 on the high end. If you look at the scale when I was in his head, it's from 0 to 1300. Okay, little difference. All this information, the data sheets of what's going on, it's all there for you. That's the best I can do to prove that I'm putting energy into you. But that, and then you feeling it for yourself, you're starting to know stuff's going on. Then when your abilities kick up and go nuts, you're going to know for a fact that even though you don't understand all this yet, none of us ever do completely while we're in a body, because we're limited to what we can deal with our conscious minds. Then you're going to know something's going on, and you will. Your brain will literally start evolving. For most people, it gets a little bit bigger. I've put people around different hat sizes and even been cussed out one time. Guy had a Stetson hat, and he got real pissed. I'm like, whatever, you want me to take it out of you? Because I can. And he goes, no. I said, okay, then come on then. Go buy another hat. There are scientists that are actually in the process of having proven, actually, the fact that I do change people's DNA. That's why it's called a DNA ICUC. It's an evolved form of DNA. Once this body's dead and I'm out, and there's no Hubbadub J, that's going to come out. And when that does, Deanna and other people that are here, that are source, that are able to do DNA ICUCs, when I feel they're ready, I'm going to be taking care of it as myself. Spirit, sentient energy on the other side, Arae. The primary focal point of Arae, the beginning. Then some of these people will be doing this for businesses. They'll be getting $30,000 to crank up a few people there. So probably about 10 people or something that business might want, because these people there's businesses that spend billions of dollars. They make billions of dollars. I mean, they're big. And if they have people who are evolved, have their abilities are cranked up, they're going to be able to see things, understand things, know things. They're going to be able to save these companies billions more. For me, it's more important on the personal level for what people can do. So anyway, that's what happens in a nutshell. I have to make this as quick as possible, but that's as much information as I can give you. Your abilities will come alive. You will feel the change. Sometimes your head will feel kind of thick, almost like it's a headache trying to happen, and then it backs off. That's your brain literally being worked on. What you feel when I do this is very soft and slight. But as you develop, and as it starts to develop inside you, you'll feel it growing a little stronger. When it does, that's me working on you, part of me working on you. That's known as the field, the source field. That's part of me. Okay? I don't expect anyone to believe this, but when you start looking at the information I've left you, if you have any kind of an open mind, and if you did, you wouldn't still be listening, you're going to start finding out things for yourself. That's the whole thing I'm about, helping you to see and understand who you are what's out there and make your own decisions how you feel about it. These books I've written, as time goes on and you develop and get stronger, you're going to find out one thing. I'm right on the money for all that stuff. Why? I was the first one to ever have a life. Myself and my my cohort, Lily, my better half, the original one. So, that's what the DNA ICUC is. I'm only going to have maybe 2 or 3 weeks, and I can't do but a little bit of that, and I have to set the schedules and stuff up myself. Then you and I are going to talk real quick. I'm not here to talk to you and you tell me, you know, you feel good and you're happy. No, this is for business. It's straight business, okay? If you want someone to talk to, that's great. There's plenty of people out there. I have no time left. I'm a solid business, all right? I'm very serious. So if you want to consult, we'll take care of it, okay? If it starts to be an email chain, I'll stop. I'll say that's it, done. Consult tonight, and if I can say that, and then just block. Be done with it. I have little time left, and I'm not here to play games. People know I'm serious. Some people said that they don't like my attitude. I tell them jump in a lake, kiss my grits. I don't care. The DNA, the FBI and Homeland Security came to my house in November of 2012, wanting to try to figure out what the heck I am. Everything they were watching me do and reading emails, following the money, what little it was, and all I do is save animals, help animals. That's all I've been doing. Deanna's the same way. So anyway, Deanna's very strong. She can do stuff too, of course. I'm grandpa. I'm the old one. It starts with me, but I'm leaving, and there's going to be other people doing it. So for a short time, I'll have this available if you want it. The price for one person is $1,200. The price for 2 people is a total of $1,500. 3 people or more, I'll tell you when we talk, okay? There's already, I don't know how many emails there. So anyway, I don't have much time. I'm very sick. That doesn't affect my energy output. But because of my health, I can't do, but so many, and I need to finish. And I'm close to this body, getting out of this body anyway. But because I know I'm stuck here for a little bit, I'm going to do some more. So if you'd like one, that's what it is. You can also go to the JAE Essex YouTube channel and explore or search DNA ICUC, and you'll find some, some crank-up videos. That'll tell you a little more. Okay? Folks, I love you. Take care. Remember, when you get, if you do want to get a hold of me, when you do, understand, hey, I love you, but this is business, it's serious, and I have no time to talk, okay? Take care.